So I've got this set up at ISO 400, shutter speed 1/30th, lens is I think 2.0, and manual focus, so I can show the different beam patterns in my backyard here. I'm going to start off again with the Donat. That's about 200 lumens, and I'm going to point all of these pretty much at the base of that tree. The distance isn't very great back here, but it'll show you some beam pattern and what it might look like in a little bit more. It's darker back here, and a little bit of foliage. So you can see that's it's kind of adequate. It's actually the camera doesn't capture it fully because I've got this set up for everything from lowest to the highest beams, so that I can show this without continuing to fiddle with the camera. It's not exactly the way it looks to me, but this has got a good diffuse pattern with a good spot in the middle. It's a really good beam pattern. It's the Donat has been a really, really good light. I could recommend these like crazy. Their new ones are fantastic. Some of them are a bit expensive, but pretty good. And then the Niterider Lumina is going to be on low, medium, and high. All right, you can see the pretty sharp cutoff here, beam pattern. That's about what it looks like. And a strong spot in the middle. Then the FC 1000. Okay. So there's the FC 1000 kind of pulse mode. You can see it's a little bit dim. Again, I think you got to have a strobe mode for city. I've seen strobes on the modern bike lights, and it's fantastic for visibility. I just don't see this strobe working very well. Maybe there's information where they work much better than I think. So that's the strobe. That's the low. Right, you can see a little bit more diffuse pattern there, but you can see that the spot is. See, I've got that pointed right at the base of the tree, and you can see that spot is definitely much larger and more diffuse than the Niterider Lumina. I just like it better myself. Some people like the spot on the Lumina. The Lumina's a great light, especially for the price. I think it's a fantastic value. So that's a medium. And that's the high beam. This is a lot of light. This is really good. You can't see how the light spreads out like I can here, but it's an excellent beam pattern, and it just throws out a lot of light. It gives a lot of confidence when I'm riding on the road. I think this would also be a great handlebar or helmet light in the mountain biking out in the woods at night. Let's get to Imjin here. So there's pulse on the Imjin. There's low. I think the low is pretty low on this. Again, really, really nice beam pattern. There's medium. And there's high. You know, on high, this has got a good run time, and you can swap batteries with the Imjin. It's got a very, very small, lightweight head. I think it would make a great headlight helmet. It makes a great handlebar helmet. It's got a really good beam pattern that I really like on the streets. And finally, the Niterider. There's lowest on the Niterider. Get it on the tree here. There we go. There. There's lowest. Then there's the next highest. Right, like a medium low. I think that first is like a race mode at 250 lumens. And then there's the medium high. I mean, this is as much light as any of the other ones, almost, with a really, really good beam pattern. And then high at 1400 lumens. So you can see how I've got this set up. This is just a huge amount of light here. Now I've got this pointed at my backyard fence. It's pretty close. I think this might give an idea of the beam patterns on these things. So I'm going to try this. Again, I'm going to start off with the Donat. Low, high, right? That's 200 lumens. Just think that they've got, especially for like, I don't know, 10, 12 years ago I got this. It was really, really good beam pattern. Really good amount of light at the time that was affordable. Then we've got the Niterider Lumina 950 boost on low, medium, high, and I'm going to try to get boost on this. There's boost at 950 lumens. It only holds that for 40 minutes. An hour and a half at 800. That's its high mode. So it does give up a bit to for example, the FC1000, which has got really good lights and really good beam pattern. The FC1000. There's that pulse mode. So there's low for the FC1000 Ranger. Medium. And high. This should allow you to compare, like directly compare beam patterns on these things. Next is the Imjin. There's the pulse mode on the Imjin. There's low. Medium. And high on the Imjin. And now we got the big boy, the Niterider Pro 1400 race. We've got a low. That's race mode, I think, at 250 lumens. Medium low. Medium high. I've got to say, look at the comparison. You can see that this thing has got a really, really good diffuse large spot in the middle with a lot of diffuse light out. It's just a really excellent pattern. And there's high.